Michigan and Florida suddenly count their delegates. Now, Julian Bond, the president of the NAACP, said it would be discrimination if you didn't count their delegates. I don't know why he weighed in, but the next day Al Sharpton hops up and says if they decide to count Michigan and Florida, which both would go to Hillary big time, then he will march on Washington because they know it'll mean the end of the Barack Obama candidacy more than likely.
I think it would also mean a tremendous split in the Democratic Party, the likes of which they had in 1968 when Mayor Daley in Chicago actually arrested some delegates who were anti-war delegates and were going against the prevailing grain of the Democratic Party, which was pro-Vietnam War because Hubert Humphrey, the vice president, got the nomination. And then a split, the likes of which they had in 72 when the hard left under George McGovern took over the Democratic Party. I don't think Hillary could possibly win with a shattered Democratic Party.
Judge, you're watching the last days of the Clinton campaign. I believe it. And the Clinton legacy. But it's over.
Someone that you and I know very, very well has opined that the Clinton campaign is sending out private detectives to do work on each and every one of the superdelegates. And someone will sit down with those superdelegates saying, it's time for you to cast your vote for Hillary Clinton. And by the way, if you have any doubts about whether or not you should vote for Hillary, you wouldn't want this, whatever this is, leaked to the press.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. And you know who that person is, and I'm not going to mention his name, but it's somebody that we work with who's very astute on national politics. Dick, welcome back to Brian and the Judge.
Hey, good to be here, guys.
Can Hillary catch Barack?
No.
You're saying that definitively, Dick.
Well, I'm always definitive. Sometimes I'm wrong, but I'm always definitive.
Agreed.
Yeah, she can't catch him at this point. I think that it's not just the momentum and all of that. It's that she really has nothing to say. I was thinking last night that when Bill ran for president, he talked about end welfare as we know it, the death penalty, the opportunity and responsibility as kind of a transaction, middle-class tax cut. Hillary's entire campaign is based on the idea that the only difference with Obama is there are 10 million people that don't want health insurance, then she wants to garnish their wages and Obama doesn't. I mean, that's the basis for a national campaign. She's lost the dialogue. She's lost the conversation. And once you lose the conversation and the dialogue in politics, mechanics can't bail you out.
What do you think about this theory? The Clintons are dispatching their notorious private detectives to do research on each of the superdelegates. Somebody like Harold Ickes, the hatchet man, will sit down with each of the superdelegates and say, now you're going to vote for Hillary, right? Otherwise, this, whatever this is, may find its way on page 6 of the Post, or whatever the equivalent is.
That leaves me speechless. There's actually evidence that
he has a good source. Put it this way, the judge has a good source on this.
That they're researching superdelegates to dig up dirt on them to force them to back Hillary?
Yes.
Oh, my God. What a how many billable hours for their detectives?
Right. Somehow I don't think those bills are going to be reduced to writing, Dick.
Although most of that is not, hard to mine. Most of these guys have it, right on the surface.
Can't get enough of Brian and the Judge? Get the daily podcast online at brianandthejudge.com.